I've come to the conference to learn about the latest immunotherapies and apply it to my clinical study. My background is I've got metastatic colorectal in my lungs, liver and the peritoneum. And over the last 6 years I've managed to clear myself of this disease. It's generally incurable and non-responsive to current immunotherapies. 4 years ago I came to Germany to use an experimental drug, tacimacimab or Removab, which is a trifunctional antibody, and in a 10-week period I had all of my lesions disappear. And that showed me the power of immunotherapies, and since then I've had a lot of instances of recurrence, and I've continued to learn every day, in fact, about immunotherapy, my biology and the science behind it. That's why I'm here. I'm constantly refining the strategy and the protocol that I'm blessed to be able to apply to myself. And the scientists here are sharing brilliant research from clinical trials, and there's lots of people that have passed away that have taught us very valuable lessons, and I'm seeking to really apply those to myself. One of the best things that happened, I was offered a job doing patient liaison support for immunotherapies with dendritic cell vaccines. So I've been able to encourage people to, if they're interested, to do dendritic cell therapy, to understand its benefits, its potential limitations, but to make the effort to attempt these therapies if that was their inclination. And in my own way, the fact that I've done 20 dendritic cell vaccines in the last 4 years, had remarkable responses on occasion, and have had no new metastasis in general, is a good sign for that technology, even though there's many other immunotherapies, as we know. So I've enjoyed helping people and giving a little bit of hope, because that is, I think, one of the drivers for the success of these therapies that's difficult for the scientists to quantify. Yeah, look, I'd like to see the regulators, in a sense, step back a little bit and let the technologies be applied in the clinic in a more effective and in a much quicker time frame. There's a lot more that we could achieve a lot more quickly if there was less regulatory intervention and I guess a more permissive regulatory environment internationally. In particular, I've benefited from oncolytic viral therapies, and that's being scrutinised heavily by regulators, and it's it's been very beneficial in my personal experience. So that's one key area. I'm in the situation where I've almost got no disease burden, so I'm looking at extending my survival and minimising recurrence. The latest, some of the latest drugs and antibodies have got potential to help with that. I've also done everything in a holistic sense to minimise my disease, the impact of my disease, and to maximise my immune capacity. That hasn't been, it's been addressed in today's lectures by the concept of an immunoscore, where effectively our immune competence is a very predictive marker of our potential success. And I didn't have the benefit of doing that 6 years ago. But we can assume from my results of immunotherapies that I would have had a very good immunoscore 6 years ago. So at least coming to these conferences helps me explain my clinical success, and it helps me have some more confidence to say to other people that survival is possible even if you've got extensive metastatic stage 4. They paid out my life insurance 4 years ago. I completely have spent it all in Germany, and I have no regrets whatsoever. It's a fantastic conference, and I appreciate the opportunity to explain my success.